A screen flickers to life in a neon-lit lab as Elias taps a glass console. Across from him, a mechanical arm sketches a perfect city skyline in seconds.
This is not a dream. This is today. The spark we once imagined is finally real.
For decades, researchers stared at blank monitors, chasing the ghost of a machine that could think.
They built towers of wires, hoping for a spark that never came. Then, the walls broke.
Massive data streams flooded advanced processors, and everything changed forever.
Algorithms stopped following static rules and started learning from patterns. Now, the transformation is absolute. In a hospital, an AI scans a complex tumor, pointing to a diagnosis in a heartbeat. In a satellite station, it processes deep space data, mapping stars humans could not see. This shift rivals the invention of electricity. It is a fundamental change in how we solve problems and build our reality. We are no longer limited by our own eyes.
Elias watches the robotic arm lay down its pen. He asks a simple question, and the machine responds with a solution he had not considered. The future is no longer a distant horizon. It is here, unfolding in real time. How far will it go?
Decades ago, computers were just cold, calculating boxes. They executed rigid commands, unable to learn or adapt. In a cluttered lab, a lone scientist hunched over a flickering monitor, typing lines of code that refused to evolve. The world of logic was static and frozen in time.
The breakthrough arrived when researchers shifted their focus to data-driven learning. They fed systems vast libraries of information. Suddenly, a digital brain began to pulse with light. Like a child learning to distinguish shapes, the machine analyzed thousands of images, refining its own understanding of the world.
The evolution accelerated into a blur of progress. Modern AI now generates complex art, drafts deep essays, and solves impossible equations in mere seconds. The interface glows with the processing of information that once took humans entire lifetimes to compile.
It recognizes faces and parses human speech with perfect accuracy.
We are witnessing a transformation where the machine no longer just mimics, but masters the complexities of human expression and logic.
In labs worldwide, the barrier between biological thought and synthetic intelligence is dissolving. We are no longer just building tools. We are forging a partnership. A new era begins where intelligence is no longer confined to the human mind. The future is a shared journey.
You wake up and glance at your phone. A quick scan of your face unlocks the screen instantly. This is not some distant future. This is your morning. As you start your coffee, your smart home adjusts the lights and temperature based on your personal habits, making every detail feel effortless. You open a navigation app to check the morning traffic. AI analyzes millions of data points in real time to plot a route that saves you 20 minutes. Technology is no longer a tool. It is a guide.
At your desk, the change is even clearer. You are no longer just typing documents. You are collaborating with intelligent systems. A writer prompts an AI to outline a complex article in seconds, while a designer uses generative tools to visualize concepts once stuck in their head. The machine does not replace the human. It handles the heavy lifting of data so you can focus on the big ideas. Businesses now use these insights to solve problems before they even arise.
The fear of machines replacing us is fading. We are entering the age of intelligent partnership, working together to achieve the impossible. This partnership has already begun. You are living it right now. Dr. Sarah stands in a sterile, silent ward, her presence the only breath of life. She taps a glass screen floating above the patient. It glows blue, instantly scanning thousands of medical records. It highlights a tiny, irregular heart rhythm that her own eyes had missed.
She frowns, comparing the cold AI data against her own clinical notes. Suddenly, the screen flashes red, suggesting a rare drug combination. Sarah pauses. She looks at the patient,
then at the machine, weighing the algorithm's cold logic against her human intuition. She doesn't just trust the algorithm, she verifies the data against the patient's recent history. With a steady hand, she manually adjusts the dosage on the interface. The screen turns green, confirming the new plan. Outside, a robotic arm moves with surgical precision, sorting vials. Sarah walks out, her tablet syncing as she meets a researcher. Together, they review a complex molecular structure. The AI suggests a path, but Sarah nods, her fingers dragging the hologram to refine the chemical bond. She knows the machine provides the speed, but she provides the final judgment. She signs the authorization. Vitals stabilize. The machine is a tool, but she holds the responsibility. Healthcare is now a partnership between human sight and machine logic. Sarah stares at the blank screen in her high-tech office. A prompt flashes, optimize supply chain. She types a few lines of code. Instantly, the AI generates a complex logistics map. Sarah drags the nodes, adjusting the path to avoid a predicted storm. Beside her, a robotic arm precisely assembles intricate circuit boards. This is not a competition. It is a partnership. 5 years ago, Sarah spent days on grueling data entry. Now, she spends her hours on creative strategy. The machine handles the repetitive labor, freeing her mind for the bigger picture.
She clicks a button. The system reports a 40% increase in efficiency. A colleague enters,
holding a tablet. Together, they discuss a new industry standard for AI ethics. This role did not even exist a year ago. It is a world where human judgment becomes the most valuable asset of all. Sarah smiles, taps her screen, and starts a new project. The machine handles the speed. Sarah provides the vision. As the office lights dim, the digital workspace glows with potential. Adaptation is the only constant. Sarah closes her laptop, ready for tomorrow. The crimson dust of Mars swirls violently around the rover as its mechanical arm bites into the ancient rock. In a bygone era, decoding this chemical composition would have taken months of tireless human effort. Now,
an advanced AI algorithm processes the feed in real time, instantly identifying a rare mineral deposit hidden within the barren landscape.
High above, orbiting a distant moon, an astronaut watches the navigation console with focused intensity.
Suddenly, a warning light flickers a dangerous red. Before the crew can even gasp, the AI system detects a sudden solar flare,
firing the thrusters with precision and stabilizing the station against the cosmic storm. On the surface of an uncharted planet, a swarm of spider-like robots skitters across a jagged crater. They work in perfect harmony, constructing a complex 3D model of the terrain while effortlessly avoiding unstable ground. No human could navigate this treacherous environment with such speed. Back on Earth,
scientists watch a live stream filled with patterns that were once invisible to the naked eye.
The gap between humanity and the stars is closing. Our journey is no longer a solo effort,
but a partnership forged in code and steel. The future of space is written by humans, but it is built by machines.
Inside the control room, screens flicker with endless streams of data while engineers watch the nodes pulse in rhythmic blue light. A digital lock clicks shut as automated security protocols block an unauthorized breach. This is the heart of artificial intelligence development, humming with raw potential. A researcher stares at her monitor, clutching a tablet filled with complex algorithms.
She taps a command, then hesitates. With a deliberate breath, she deletes a line of code and types a new one,
choosing to prioritize system transparency over raw processing power. Across the globe, government officials gather at long tables, signing documents that mandate strict safety guidelines.
Meanwhile, in a quiet lab, a developer tests a new neural network. The moment the output becomes unpredictable, he pulls the plug. The screen goes black. He resets the system, carefully adjusting parameters to ensure the model aligns with human safety standards.
AI is not a sentient force. It is a tool forged of logic and electricity. A technician holds a circuit board, securing it into the server rack. The machine hums to life,
waiting for a human hand to guide its next move. The outcome is not determined by the code, but by the person standing before the console.
A surgeon stands in the profound silence of a modern operating room. She places her hand upon a glowing holographic display, her touch light yet certain. Beside her, a robotic arm adjusts with microscopic accuracy. Together they work in a perfect silent rhythm of flesh and steel. In a bustling classroom, a student taps a screen. A complex quantum physics equation unfolds in 3 dimensions before her eyes. The AI assistant highlights the core logic, but the student sees something more. She draws an original connection on the glass, a spark of pure human insight. The camera shifts to a futuristic city where streams of light weave between towering skyscrapers. Humans and AI systems operate the infrastructure in total harmony. High above, a technician sits at a console, his fingers flying across the controls to guide a spacecraft toward Mars. He pauses, analyzing the stream of data. The machine waits in silence. Then, he makes the final decision to adjust the trajectory. The machine executes his command instantly. Human intuition remains the ultimate guide. The light reflects in a human eye as the screen fades to a vast, starry horizon. We are the architects of this era. The tools are powerful, but the vision belongs to us. We hold the pen for the next chapter. The machines are ready. How will you shape the future?